MFW, right? She done and she just left. You know what I mean? She done up and left. You know. Honestly, I'm gonna try to explain what's going on. It's really it's tough here. Okay. So we have the podcast. You know, we have the podcast, Real Fucking Drama. Um, you know this thing. That's what's up. What's up, Queen of the Way? How you doing? Good to see you. By the way, let me say what's up, Swissy, J Bros, Pippi, Alyssa. What's the tea? I'm about to give it to you. Anyways, so I recently we had a discussion, me and MFW, right? And I was telling her, I was just trying to explain to her what we have next going on. It was like the next plans. Like we have something good that we're gonna do and something bad. It was good, bad, you know. But I was like telling her about the AdSense channel, pretty much about how I had two channels. Well, I had two AdSense accounts. You're not allowed to have that. I was never aware of that, but because of MFW, she brought so many people to report on. They hit report and everything. So eventually, YouTube caught on to that, and well, not YouTube, Google AdSense did. So they got rid of one of mine, which was the one this was linked to, and they're like, "We'll cut you a check in like 180 days, 160 days, whatever." So that's very frustrating. So whatever. It is what it is. I paid her before. You know what I mean? I have no issue with paying MFW. I've done it before. You know what I mean? I have no issue with that. So it's kind of shitty that she tried to make it seem like it was about money. Anyways. What has she been telling you guys? Anything new, or I'm curious. Like, what's she telling everybody? Because like I think she said something about like my viewers too. She had a problem with my viewers as well. You know, and like who I had on the podcast. She had, no, not who I had on the podcast, but who I had on the stream, my own stream. Anyways, let's see what she said here. Shout out to Tragic for documenting this. Let's see what she says here. What do you mean, lewd subscribers? You don't have any. And that was nothing too. She tried to tell me that it wasn't a risk. Like me having her on my channel wasn't a risk. She got her main channel taken down, another side channel she made, and then her ex-boyfriend Doug's was taken down all before she even joined the podcast. And she's trying to say that somehow it wasn't a risk for me to have her on. Like, no, it was actually a big fucking risk, you know? She has a channel, she does, yeah, and I promoted it every day. Every day we did every stream, I promoted it. So check this out. This is where she starts talking about the AdSense. So she doesn't understand that there's two AdSense, and they're like, hey, fuck you should only have one. You know, like, I'm lucky they didn't terminate my shit. There's a lot of people that follow MFW around, and they report everything, and that's what happened here. So it's not any money scheme. Like, listen, I've paid MFW before. She says it here. I have no issue paying her. I would. I have no issue doing that. We did speak to YouTube, but they didn't say, like the conversation I had with YouTube was kind of, it left me feeling like, yeah, okay, she can be a host, but if you give her any more control over the channel, you're fucked, and to watch out for finances. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't tell this to Katie, but this is what they said to me. They said don't give her access because of the finances. I don't know why they mentioned that, but like for whatever reason they said that, and then come to find out this happens down the road. But anyways, so yeah, that's what they said. So you can interview band creators. You can't just let them take it over though. That's the point, you know. And you know what's bothering me too is like, look, just so you guys know, every single podcast, except for the last one, the catfish one, where it's like, it was the two girls, the catfish episode that we did, every episode was put together by me. Like the Onision and the Chantal episode, I threw that together. And you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to create a big fuck show of people on, and like, I was the person creating that. It wasn't her. All she really had to do was show up, and then now she's mad. Would you say YouTube would never tell you not to give access to someone? You're saying Paradise Lost YouTube would never tell you not to give access to someone? Do you have receipts? Listen, there's a chat button, right? When you go to the YouTube, you can go to the, like, it's the YouTube help chat thing, and then like a person comes on, and like that's the only way you can really chat with them, like one-on-one. But that's what they said. It wasn't like some fucking big thing. It was just something on this that they said real quick, and that's it. You know, I asked them if it was alright if I had them. You know, in the situation with MFW, I don't feel like I'm burning bridges here. I don't feel like I did something to her. Like, I just like I don't know what to say. You know. I never lied to her about anything. I always tried to produce the best content I could sometimes. It got fucked up and everything like that, but I tried to pull good content out of it. And, you know, a lot of good content came from it. A lot of good content got clipped and put everywhere else. I feel like we made some good shit, you know? You know, there absolutely was a risk. We did speak to YouTube, but that doesn't mean there wasn't any risk.
We had that whole debacle last.
Like, then why did we talk about how, like, before we started, we both had a conversation, like, in text being like, I don't know, this might fuck you up. And she's like, hey, this might fuck you up. Like, hey, I was like, don't worry about it. I'll handle whatever comes our way. And, you know?
Where I post, first of all, I would never get on with I don't like being live with other people anyways.
You don't like being live with other people anyways. Why would you join a podcast where that's literally the premise of the podcast? Like, what the fuck? You guys hearing this shit? Maybe she means risk to losing an audience. No, she means risk as in, like, there wasn't any risk in losing your channel and being deleted from YouTube. Because we talked, me and MFW had a conversation like 3 times about how I could possibly lose my channel before we did the podcast.
Seriously, show.
And that's what spurred me to reach out to YouTube and ask them to talk about it in the first place. Like, I was like, hey, listen, if I hire Katie as a co-host and she doesn't have access to the channel or anything like that, is that fine? And then they made that little comment about not letting them have access to the financial side, or what did they say? Be aware of who you allow to give back. Be aware, something along the lines of be aware of who you give was it Beware? I don't know, something like that. They were just talking about the payment side that I shouldn't give access to her, or I should be careful with giving access to her.
Alright.
Nah, Savage, I didn't give her that channel. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm glad I never gave her a channel. I was very close to giving her access to this channel, but then she just did this. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Anyways, just so you guys know, she never said anything to this. She never said any of this to me. She never said she felt used. When she said she wasn't going to do it anymore, was on right here. She did it here. She said she wasn't going to do it anymore as she, did her live stream. That's how she quit the panel and how she quit the podcast. I don't understand how she says that, because there are plenty of people in my community who didn't really know who she was until then. Or the people who did know who she were, people who were aware of her felt not in they didn't look at her in a good light, and a lot of people now look at her differently. And I think the podcast helped that. It helped show a more human side of her.
Was it 20?
Actually, no, we didn't say halfsies, and it wasn't 500. It was like 389, and I was gonna give you 300. That's what I was gonna give you. But anyways, that's another thing, because it was the first ad rep check. Of course, it wasn't gonna be big, so it's just crazy. Like, I don't know if she thought this was gonna be like instant money or something, but yeah, that's not how this works. Unless people donate, you're not getting that much money on this until it really gets going. We're like 10 episodes in. Like, what do you think is going on here? Well, I had two, yeah.
So I'm just kind of,
and so one of the people who hate you reported me, and then they realized that I had two accounts. You know what I mean? Your bullshit or your negativity drew a lot of heat on me, and that's how they realized I had two accounts. And they were like, "You can't have two accounts, and we're shutting it down." That's how that happened. And for her to act like it's about money, listen, I've given her money before. I hate to say it, we've given her like what, 300-400 at least. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not about money. It's not like we care about that. I don't mind paying her. It's like she doesn't understand the concept of losing one of the ad rev channels, and they took this one and put it with my other one. You're like, does she not get it? Yeah, there's still going to be ads because they just took them and put them both together. Like, oh my god, I was paid. For my account, for my regular channel, I was paid. I was paid out. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was paid out on my regular account. I was. You know what I mean? And then I figured out a couple days later what happened to the other one. You know what I mean? I didn't know at first. I had no clue. I didn't know they were deleting shit and merging them. I had no idea. And then it said we found that you have two accounts. One of them is gonna be closed, and we'll send you a check for for the rest of the money for 180 days, 160 days, whatever the fuck it said. And no, nobody was fucked up. I smoked weed on stream. I was high. I smoked weed. I haven't smoked weed in forever. Like, so what? Oh, listen. Like I said, we've given her like $300 or $400 already. Like, I don't understand how she thinks. I don't mind paying her. Like, if the money's there, sure, well, I'll pay you. If I say I'm gonna pay you, I'll pay you. Like, come on. Listen, if she wants to get paid, she can get paid. I've already talked to her about this. She doesn't seem like she's just like, I'm quitting, and she keeps like, it's like, this one of those situations where you feel like someone's like forcing something, like you're forcing an argument. It's kind of like that. That's what this feels like with her. So what? What the fuck? Am I supposed to kick off somebody who's friends with somebody that you don't like? What the fuck? This is ridiculous. Are you serious?
So you're fucking.
Is she fucking for real? Like, are you guys hearing this?
With my enemy's friends, so you're fucking with people who fuck with people I don't fuck with. And that's one of my biggest things.
Wow. Like, dude, what is wrong with you? This is YouTube. Grow the fuck up. Like, I can't hang out be around people who are friends with your enemies. Like, what the fuck, dude? I don't even know that shit.
I don't do that shit.
Wow. Am I gonna get another host? I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I mean, we've done this before. We've done stuff in the past where we had. This is the second podcast I've done before. I've done. What was the second one? Well, first one we did was Burn Notice. You know what I mean? So that was me and Holly Undead. Holly Undead. I don't know what she's doing right now, but me and her are good. I think she might be camping or something like that. But yeah, of course we're gonna have to find a new host if she doesn't come back. Yeah, I mean that's how it is. Yeah.
Look, how many red fucking?
We got a good thing going on here with the fucking real fucking drama. This is a good idea. What we're doing is good. So fuck it. I'm gonna have to find a new host. We were getting on fine. This is why it seems forced. You guys ever had an argument with somebody that seems like they're forcing it from their side? This is what this feels like to me. It's like it feels like a forced argument for like nothing. It's so strange. I don't get it at all. I didn't say drunk. I said I smoked weed. I don't know where she's getting this. I don't like this. Feels so forced. I mean, really, there's something going on there. Man, what is wrong with you? Why are you being like this? Like, Jesus. Yeah, so AdSense, because when Katie joined the channel, right, like this channel has always been my second channel. Like, it's just the one you're watching. I've had this for like, what, 5-6 years now. So we changed the name and we told everybody to come over here. This is gonna be a podcast channel with, me and MFW. She starts acting crazy and mad. It just seems like a forced fight. There's no real problem here. Google AdSense, when they were doing the checks, they realized that I had two accounts. I didn't know you weren't allowed to have two because I've had two for years. For years, I've been able to get two paychecks from YouTube from both channels. But they were like, you can't do that. So what they did is they ended payments on this one and then, put it together with my other fucking channel. So if I lose one, I pretty much lose both now, which is what I didn't ever want, but whatever. Anyways, so fucking, she's like, so YouTube was like, yeah, I'm sorry, not YouTube, Google AdSense, like, we'll pay you out in 180 days, 160 days, whatever the fuck they said. So I told her that, and she feels like I'm pulling a fast one on her or something, even though, like I said, we've already paid her like $300, $400 already before. Like, I have no issue paying her. I really don't. I don't have any issue paying her at all. Okay, hold on. What did somebody say in the chat? You said they merged your channels, and they said they paid. Yes, they paid on my main, right? My main, on my RSN one. Yes, they did. They did that. They paid that. But they did not give me the money from the other channel. what they did is they did a stop payment pretty much on the channel for like it was like 380, right? And they said that that will come in the mail. So that's how it is. They didn't like put the money together into one check. I wish they did. That would have made this never happen. What the fuck? I don't know. It should be. If you donated, it should show. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. It should be.
When I want to sit there, and they're not people I could have fun with.
Like it seems like she
I
doesn't.
just don't like.
It's like she doesn't want to be on panel with these people. That's the whole premise of it. You know? Would you say no email, CJ? No, I have an email. My email's in the description. Yeah, my email's in the description.
That's how, I don't know how else to explain it. It's not that I'm saying they're bad people, or I'm saying they're this or that, or I'm just saying we're cut from different cloth. We all may be white trash, okay, but we're different kind of trash.
Lucy says the weird people you have are weird, CJ. Yeah, that's the point. I'm trying to bring you guys content that's worth watching. I'm trying to bring you some strange people that are interesting. That's the whole point. We're going down to see Onision for that. You know what I mean? Oh, trust me, Miss Fields. When the check comes in, she'll get it. That's fine. I totally would. I have no issue paying her at all. Like I said, I paid her before. It's just, it's fucked up that she didn't say this to me privately at all. We had this discussion, but she didn't say, oh, well, I'm quitting then. She never said that. She just went live and fucking said all this bullshit. You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. I don't think that's exactly true. A lot of people who, like, didn't know you were being introduced to you. You know what I mean? Like, this is a whole different community now. I don't understand how she doesn't get that, but whatever. If she thinks that she brought all the viewers, hey, okay, that's how she feels, but I don't think that's true at all. They'll never get monetized. I was trying to help you. That's all I was trying to do. I was trying to help you and create a podcast at the same time. It was a win-win for both of us. That was the point of the fucking podcast. You run it better when you're by yourself. When you're on here, you're fucking walking around, fucking telling me that I shouldn't talk about certain things as we're live, man. It just, I don't know, like some of the stuff that was going on, it was just kind of fucking stupid. But hey, whatever. You know, if you want to be like that, that's fine. Anyways, let me open up a panel, right? I want to see what you guys think about this. Let's do that. I want to open up a panel and see what you guys think. See if you guys think I'm wrong or right. Or hold on, let me get some people up on here. Hold on, let's do that.